Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ashtanga Yoga. It is Monday morning. I hope you guys are ready for an invigorating practice. It's going to be challenging, yet it's going to help stretch you out. And we're going to talk a little bit about the breathing before we get started. Hi, Trey. I see you there. So let's talk about the breath real quick. If people join us a little bit later, then they can pick up on that. So the breathing in Ashtanga Yoga is a little bit different than the breathing in Hatha Yoga. In Ashtanga Yoga, you breathe in and out through the nose and make sure you breathe deeply and loudly. This is called deep breathing with sound. That sound kind of sounds like waves of the ocean, or the sound of if you hold like a shell to your ear, that like if you were to fog a mirror, but with your nose. And what that breath does is it heats the body from within. And when we start heating the body from within, we start to heat up the blood. It starts to boil, what they call boil the blood. And that sweating helps to kill bacteria and whatever. It's like creating a fever for your body on purpose to help you get rid of toxins. So that's why we breathe that way. And if you notice in Ashtanga Yoga, we don't heat the room, but you might still sweat, unlike a hot yoga class. So if you're ready, come to a standing position at the top of your mat. We always start with an opening mantra. This opening mantra is giving thanks to all the yoga teachers who have kept yoga alive, especially Patanjali, who wrote the Yoga Sutras. We begin and end with Om, so we'll do the Oms together, and then the rest you can repeat or listen to me. Om Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarashita Swatma Sukhavabode Nishreyase Jangali Kayamane Samsara Halahala Mohashantye Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasi Darinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim Om. The first position is Samastitihi. So come to the front of your mat, feet together. Your feet should be touching at the arches. Arms are down by your sides. Stand up nice and tall, shoulders back. And then we're going to start to inhale, reach the arms up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, folding forward, bringing your hands to the mat, bow your head to your knees. Inhale, look forward as you reach to the earth, and then step it back in that little space between the inhale, and then elbows in, lower down, and exhale. Inhale, roll to the tops of your feet. If you can, lift your legs, straight arms, squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest, head back, gaze up. Exhale, flip your feet, pull the navel in towards the spine, press it back into downward facing dog. In this first down dog, you really want to get your body into a good position. So spread your fingertips wide and press down through your index fingers. Tuck your chin into your chest and gaze towards your navel. Lift your hips and kind of work your belly towards your thighs and press down through the heels. We take 5 deep breaths here. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Exhaling on 5, look forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet between your hands, feet together. Inhale, gaze forward as you reach to the earth. Exhale, bow your head to your knees. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach above, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, Samastitihi. That's Surya Namaskar A. We do a total of 5, so we're going to do 4 more. Ready? Inhale, hands up. Palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, fold forward, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhale, look forward, step back to plank. Exhale, elbows in, lower down, chin hovers. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Your drishti here is your navel. Breathing for 1, try to shift the weight to the legs. Remember that deep breathing with sound. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish that 5th exhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump your feet between your hands. Inhale, gaze forward as you reach to the earth. Exhale, bow your head to your knees. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, Samastitihi. Number 3, inhale, hands up, Yekam. Exhale, fold forward, bow the head. Inhale, look forward, Trini, jump or step back. Exhale, elbows in, lower down, Shatwari. Inhaling, up dog pancha. Exhaling, down dog shat. Deep breathing for 1. Deep breathing in and out through the nose for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Finishing that exhale, look forward. Bend your knees, jump or step your feet between your hands. Inhaling, look forward. Exhaling, bow your head to your knees. Inhaling, come all the way up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, Samastitihi. Number 4, inhaling, hands up. Yekam. Exhaling, fold forward. Due. Inhale, look forward, Trini, jump back. Exhale, lower down, Shatwari. Inhale, up dog pancha. Exhale, down dog shat. Breathing for 1. Get into that zone where all you hear is my voice and your breath. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Finishing that exhale, look forward, bend the knees. Jump or step your feet between your hands. Inhale, Sapta, look forward. Exhale, head to knees, Ashtau. Inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs, Nava. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last one, inhaling, hands up, Yekam. Exhaling, fold forward, Due. Inhaling, look forward, Trini, jump or step back. Exhaling, lower down, Shatwari. Inhaling, up dog, Pancha. Exhaling, down dog, Shat. If your shoulders get tired and you need to take pose of the child, go ahead. But first, try to push as much weight into the legs as you can. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Finish that exhale. Look forward. Bend your knees. Jump or step your feet between your hands. Inhale, look forward. Sapta. Exhale, head to knees. Ashtanga. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms together. Look at your thumbs. Nava. Exhale, Samastitihi. Now for Surya Namaskar B. Bend the knees. Feet are together. Inhale, hands up. Palms together. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold. Straighten the legs. Head to knees. Inhale, look forward. Step or jump back to plank. Exhale, elbows in, lower down. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands and pivot and plant your left foot to the floor. Inhale to Virabhadrasana, warrior 1. Palms together, look thumbs. This is one exhale. If you need extra breaths, go ahead. That exhale all the way to hands to the floor, leg back, and chaturanga. One long exhale. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step that left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, Virabhadrasana. Exhaling, hands to the floor, leg back, lower down. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish that 5th exhale, look forward. Jump or step your feet between your hands. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, head to knees. Bend your knees, plant your belly on your thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Utkatasana, palms together, look at your thumbs, and then exhale, back to Samastitihi. Good, I'm going to count in Sanskrit now, 2 more. Bend the knees. Inhaling, hands up, palms together, Yekam. Exhale, fold and straighten, bow the head, Due. Inhale, look forward, Trini, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down, Shatwari. Inhale, up dog, Pancha. Exhale, down dog, Shat. Right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale, hands up. Sapta. Exhale, hands to the floor, leg back, lower down, Ashtanga. Inhale, up dog, Nava. Exhale, down dog, Dasha. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Duadasha, leg back, lower down. Inhale, up dog, Triodasha. Exhale, down dog, Chaturtasha, holding your 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. As you finish the exhale, bend the knees. Jump or step your feet between your hands. Inhale, Panchadasha. Exhale, head to knees, Shodasha. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands up. Saptadasha. Exhale, hands down. Samastitihi. One more, bend the knees. Inhaling, hands up. Yekam. Exhale, fold. Bow the head, do it. Inhale, look forward. Trini, jump back. Exhale, lower down, Shatwari. Inhale, up dog, pancha. Exhale, down dog, shat. Right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale, hands up, sapta. Exhale, leg back, lower, ashtau. Inhale, up dog, nava. Exhale, down dog, dasha. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right, inhale. Dwadasha, exhale, leg back, lower down. Trayodasha, up dog, inhale. Chaturthasha, exhale, down dog. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. As you finish that exhale, look forward, bend the knees. Jump or step your feet between your hands. Inhale, Panchadasha, lengthen. Exhale, Shodasha, head to knees. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands up, Saptadasha. Exhale, Samastitihi. Now that you're warmed up, jump the feet about hip width apart. Take your peace fingers, fold forward. Grab your big toes around your peace fingers. Grab your peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, pull on the toes. Bow your head to your knees. Work your belly to your thighs. Shake your head yes or no. Relax the neck. Gaze down the tip of your nose. Breathing for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, slide your hands underneath your feet. This is Padahastasana. The last one was Padangustasana. So you're going to bring your toes as close to your wrists as you can, palms facing up. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, pull. So you're working your belly to your thighs, your head towards your knees, breathing for 2. Loud breaths like waves of the ocean, breathing for 3. Full breaths. 4. Complete exhalations. And 5. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, come to a standing position, and exhale, jump or step your feet back together. We're going to move on to triangle. If you need a block here, go ahead and grab it. Inhale, step out to the right. Turn your right toes towards the back of your mat. Exhale, reach out over your right leg. Bring that right hand down. If you can grab the big toe, go ahead. If not, put your hand on your foot or leg. Use that block if you want, and reach your left hand up, look up. Deep breathing for 1, 2, 3, strong straight legs. 4, and And 5, inhale, stand up, pivot your feet to the front of your mat. Exhale, reach out over your left leg, grab your left big toe, or bring your hand to the block or to the shin. Right hand reaches up. As we take 5 breaths here, notice the subtle movements, the lengthenings on the inhale, the slight settling into the posture a little bit more on each exhale. Breathing for 3, bring your head back a little bit, push your left hip forward a little bit. 4. And 5. Inhale, stand up, turn your feet to the back of your mat again and bring your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down next to the foot. If you're a little more flexible, jump it to the pinky toe side and reach your right hand up. So the last pose was Trikonasana triangle, and this is Pavrita Trikonasana, reverse triangle posture. Breathing for 1, strong straight legs, twisting back into the right hip, pulling forward with the left. Breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, pinwheel it up, pivot, turn, right arm up. Exhale, right hand down on either side of the foot. Strong straight legs, left hand reaches up, look up. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, step back to Samasthiti for the next pose, Parsva Konasana, side angle posture. Inhale, step it out in a nice wide stance and turn your right toes to the back of your mat. From here, we're going to bend the knee, and then from that warrior 2 that just kind of naturally occurs as you move through this posture, take your right elbow to the thigh, left arm over the head. Notice the straight line up the left side of my body. You can stay here if you want to go deeper. Try to get that thigh parallel to the floor and take your right hand next to the outside of the foot. Look up either way. Breathing for 1. Pressing those feet into the mat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up, pivot, turn, bend that left knee, elbow to the thigh, right arm over the head, or go deeper, taking that left hand next to the foot. Breathing for 1. Just listen and feel the breath. Breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring it up, turn, pivot, reverse or revolve side angle posture. Pavrita Parsva Konasana, bend your right knee. Take that left elbow across the body. You're working to hook your armpit to the outside of the thigh. You can stay here with hands in prayer position, or if you can hook that arm to the outside of your right knee, reach your left arm over the head, right arm over the head, and left hand to the mat. Breathing for 1, 2, 3. Keep twisting. Lift your heart. 4. Press the outer edge of your left foot to the mat. And 5. Ready? Inhale, breathe it up. Pivot. Turn to the left side. Bend your left knee. Twist. Take your right elbow across. If this is as far as you can go, stay here. If you can go deeper, hook that armpit. Right hand to the mat. Left arm over the head. Gaze up. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up, arms and legs extend, and exhale, step back to the top of your mat. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide foot stretch posture. Open the feet wide. Turn the toes in towards each other. Exhale, fold forward, hands on your mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk the hands back, bowing your head. If your hands are not flat, you can use a block or just spread your feet a little bit wider. As you press the mat down and forward with the hands, try to bring the elbows over the wrists, working the crown of your head down to the mat, breathing for 2. Your drishti in this pose and the next 3 is down the tip of your nose. Breathing for 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hands to your waist. And inhale, come to standing. Second one, inhale, arms out. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, lift your chest, squeeze the elbows. Exhale, bow your head to the mat. And as the head moves down to the floor, bring the elbows back towards each other. Gently press your fingertips into your waist, breathing for 1. Lift your kneecaps, engage your quadriceps if you can. If it's too intense, soften your knees. 3. And breathing for 4. And 5. Lift your head. Slowly inhale yourself back up to a standing position. Inhale, reach your arms out. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, straighten your arms, and exhale, fold forward. And as you bow your head to the mat, lift those hands up off your back, working those hands to the floor, breathing for 1. Like you have a weight in your hand and those shoulders are just stretching open. 2. This is also a big heart opener. 3. So stretch those chest muscles. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. 4. One more breath here. You can do it. Exhaling. 5. Lift your head. Soften your knees if you need to. Inhale, come back up to that standing position. Last one here, hands to the waist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, look forward, and then exhale, bow your head. So you're bending your elbows if you can to pull the head down to the mat, breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, place your hands on your waist. Inhale, come up to a standing position, and exhale, step back to the front of your mat. I know these standing postures are intense and they seem like a lot, but they just make you stronger and they really help you focus. Reach behind your back, grab for your elbows. If you are a little more bendy, try reverse namaste. And then we're going to inhale, step back with the right foot, turn and pivot, and then the legs are straight. This is a small stance. And exhale, fold over that right leg. So it's a slight twist to the right, really getting into that right hamstring, gazing towards the toe, unless you can get your chin to your shin, and then your drishti is your nose. Keep the palms pushing towards each other, breathing for 2. 3. And 5, lift your head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, turn to the left side. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Same position, slight twist to the left. Keep pressing those palms towards each other. 1, like you're squeezing a piece of paper between your hands. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift the head, inhale. Come up to standing, release as you turn to the side, and exhale, step it back to Samastitihi. Good. Working on our balancing postures now. There's 2 balancing postures before we move to the closing or the final postures of the standing sequence. Bring your left hand to your waist. So that last pose was Parsvatonasana. This pose is Utthita Hasta Parangustasana, extended hand to foot posture. So we're going to grab the big toe and extend the leg. Breathing for 1, looking towards the toe. 2, deep breaths, strong core, strong left quadricep. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, open your leg to the right side. Turn and look to your left side. Breathing for 1. Stand up nice and tall, but drop your shoulders. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, take the leg back. Exhale, try to bow to your leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, point. Hands to the waist. Breathing for 1. Strong quadricep on the right side. 2, 3. You should be looking at your toe. 4, and 5. Exhale and bring it down. Shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale, grab your left knee or big toe. Straighten the leg the best you can. Look towards that left toe. Strong and straight right leg. 1. Breathing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, open, and then turn to look to the right. Breathing for 1. Full deep breaths. 2, 3. You can do it. Stand up taller. 4, and 5. Inhale, bring the leg back. Exhale, bow to the leg. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, release, point the toe, hands to the waist. Do not drop that foot. Breathe for 1. You can do it. Now the left quadriceps got to be strong. 2, 3, 4. Release and bring it down on 5. Shift your weight back into that left leg and take your right foot up into both hands in a half lotus position. If this is as far as you can go, make sure you flex that foot to help protect the knee, creating some resistance so you're not pulling too much. If this is not difficult for you, pull that right heel into your abdomen. Take your right arm around your back, grabbing for your left arm, and ultimately grabbing for the foot. And then if you can do either of those, you can go ahead and work to fold. Bringing your left hand as close to your left foot as possible. Working your head to your left knee. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, soften your left knee. Inhaling, come back up to a standing position, and exhale, go ahead. And you can bring that right foot back to the mat, shifting your weight into your right leg. Inhale, go ahead and bring that left foot up. Flex that left foot. Hold the foot where you can. If you want to go deeper, pull that foot into the abdomen. Take your left arm, grab for your right arm or your right foot, left foot. Exhale, if you can, fold forward. If not, stay where you are. Take your 5 breaths there, knowing that every day you practice, you will get a little bit better. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, soften the knee. Inhaling, come up to a standing position. And exhaling back to Samastiti. All right, 2 more poses and then we can work on some seated postures. In Samastiti, we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the floor, head to the knees. Inhale, look forward, step or jump back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. And then look forward, jump or step your feet between your hands, feet together, knees together. Plant your belly on your thighs, bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms, straight arms, palms together. Look at your thumbs. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, look forward. Jump or step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Last 2 poses. Step your right foot between your hands. Pivot and plant your left. Inhale, hands up. Virabhadrasana, 5 breaths here. Straight arms, breathing for 1. Turn that torso towards your right leg. 2, shoulders move away from the ears. Full breaths. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, straighten the right leg, turn and pivot to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee, sink low, look at your thumbs, straight arms. Breathing for 1. Is your back foot pressing into the mat? Breathing for 2. Sink a little lower. You can do it. Use the breath to guide you. 4. And 5. Inhale, open the arms to warrior 2, looking at your left hand. Turn your torso to the side so you're opening your hips. Make sure that left knee doesn't move in towards the arch. It stays right over the ankle. Breathe for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, straighten, pivot, turn. Exhale, bend your right knee. Breathing for 1, 2. Sink lower. 3. Keep that knee over the ankle. 4. And 5. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, take that leg back. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. And inhale, come through to a seated position. And that's all the standing postures of the primary series of Ashtanga Yoga. I know it's intense. I know it's hard. But if you can work on that every day and memorize it, you'll always have a yoga practice with you wherever you go. You'll know exactly what to do. So bring your hands underneath your knees. This first seated pose is called Dandasana, staff or stick posture. And it's more or less a resting and alignment pose. You want to sit up nice and tall, bring your belly in, shoulders over the wrists, flex your feet, chin to the chest, gaze down your nose. And as you're gazing down your nose, you might notice how the breath moves in and out of the torso for 2. Breathing for 3. No straining here. 4. And 5. And on that 5th exhale, we move right into a forward fold. Taking the peace fingers and wrapping them around the big toes, even if you need to bend your knees. If you are very far from reaching the feet, grab a strap or towel, wrap it around the bottom of your feet. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, pull on the toes and bow your head down to your knees for 5 slow, deep breaths. Breathing for 1. 2, on those exhales, allow yourself to melt into the pose. Breathing, inhale, lengthen, reaching the crown of your head to your feet. And then exhale, melting for 4. Inhale, lengthen for 5. And exhale, melting. Now we get to do 5 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen up. Interlace your fingers or grab the outsides of your feet. Your deepest forward fold. Inhale. Lift, pull the rib cage towards the knees and exhale. Again, bowing the head into the legs. But imagine someone's pulling a string from the crown of your head towards your feet. And that's just lengthening your spine. Press the backs of the knees down to the mat. Breathing for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, release. We're going to take a vinyasa. Don't skip the vinyasas. Even if they're hard to do and you're not good at them, the more you do them, the warmer your body will stay. The alignment in your spine will go back after each pose from that forward bend and that back bend. And also, it just helps keep the body going. These vinyasas are really important. They help build strength. So cross the legs, plant the hands, step or jump back to a plank position on the inhale. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, come through to seated. Straight legs, point your toes, bring your hands behind your back and fingertips face in towards your body, somewhere between 6 and 12 inches behind you. Roll your shoulder blades together, lift your chest, ready, inhale, hips up, head back, 5 breaths. Breathing for 1. Try to touch the toes to the floor, 2. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, lower down. Let's take a vinyasa cross. Lift up, inhale, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position, straight legs. So this pose is called Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana, which is half-bound lotus forward fold. We did Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana standing, which is very similar to this pose. Bring your right foot into half lotus. Flex the right foot if this is challenging for you, and just hold your foot here. Or you can reach your right arm around your back, grabbing for the foot. If you can't reach the foot, wrap a towel or strap around the foot and hold that towel or strap. You can stay here if it's intense enough on your knee. If you want a little more, as you hold the foot, fold forward and bring the left hand around the bottom of your left foot as you gaze towards your left toe. Once you find your pose, take those 5 breaths. Deep inhale and exhale for 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position, straight legs. Take your left foot into that half lotus position the best you can. Flex that left foot or reach around for the bind. Exhale, bring your right hand around the bottom of your right foot. Gaze to your right toe. Deep breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4, 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up. Jump or step back to plank. Exhale, elbows in, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to seated, or if you're a little more advanced like me, you can jump right into this pose. Right knee bends, left leg is straight. So you can come through to seated. If this is too much on your knee, sit up on a pillow or block to take some pressure off the inside of your right knee. So your sits bones should be grounded, and you should have a slight space between your right heel and your right hip. Exhale, bind your hands around the bottom of your left foot, gaze toward your left toe. This is Triangmukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, release. You can cross the legs and jump back, or from here, just lift up, jump or step back, and exhale, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, jump or come through to seated, right into the pose. So whatever works for you, bending that left knee, thighs should be together, space between your left hip and heel, ground the sits bones. Exhale, bind your hands around the bottom of your right foot. Deep breathing for 1, 2, 3. Remember that deep breathing with sound in and out through the nose, like you're fogging a mirror. 4. Full inhales. And 5. Complete exhales. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Step or jump back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to seated, to one of my favorite poses in the primary series, Janu Shirsasana. There are 3 Janu Shirsasanas, A, B, and C. The A is the first one, of course. Bring the bottom of your right foot into your left thigh and make sure your legs are at 90 degrees. And then just flex that left foot and bring the hands around the bottom of your foot. Drop that right shoulder. Try not to let the torso be open to the side. And bow your head. Now, if you're looking at your toe, but you can get your chin to your shin, then you can just gaze down your nose. Breathing for 1, 2. Notice how you exhale and settle into the posture. 3, that's a little bit of surrendering. 4, let the body surrender. Let the body enjoy the position and the deep breaths, those deep cleansing breaths. And 5, inhale, lift your head. Exhale, release the pose. Another vinyasa. We just keep going with these vinyasas. Step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk, jump, or step through to a seated position. And we're going to extend that right leg. Bring the bottom of your left foot into your right thigh. Exhale, bind your hands around the bottom of your right foot, gazing to the right toe or chin to shin. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, elbows in, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to seated for Janu Shirsasana B, head to knee posture B. Right foot comes into the left thigh, just like A. Flex your right foot. Now we're going to sit up on the foot. I know it feels weird. You're going to bring that heel right between your sits bones. You don't want your knee in too much or out too much. And you want your foot flexed so you're more on the side of your foot than the top. And your toes are going to point down your leg, not out to the left. And once you find that pose, go ahead and fold. If it's really intense on your ankle, just hold yourself up for a while. Or if it's intense on the knee, until you can slowly move into the posture. If it's not too uncomfortable, bind your hands around the bottom of your left foot. Deep breathing for 1, looking towards your toe. 2, full deep breaths. That's it. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift your head, and exhale, release. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to seated, left side. Extend your right leg. Bring your left foot into your right thigh. Flex that left foot. Ready? Lift up, sit on the heel. Hold yourself up if you need to. Or go ahead and just bind your hands around the bottom of your right foot, looking towards that right toe. Deep breathing for 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release. Let's take another vinyasa for Janu Shirsasana C. So step back, exhaling to Chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. Inhaling to Janu Shirsasana C. This one's a little crazy. And I like it because it really works the toes and the knees. So you're going to flex your left foot. What we're going to do is we're going to take the foot and turn it upside down. So what you want to do is try to get the toes. I reach through the in between my legs and around, pulling the ball of my foot down towards the mat and lifting my heel with my left hand. And then rotating the foot to get the toes, the pads of the toes, onto the mat. And then I'm going to press my heel into my thigh, dropping my knee down towards the mat. It took a long time to get to this place, so just do the best you can. That pinky toe might be screaming for a few months, but if you practice this every day, you'll bring that weight more onto the big toe. And then exhale, grab your left foot if you can. If not, just hold here. Breathing for 1. Deep breathing. Feel it in your lower back. Breathing for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Take a vinyasa. 2 more poses before we move to closing. Cross the legs, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position for Marichyasana A. So I know in Ashtanga Yoga, it seems like we do a lot of poses. We do. But we do the same poses every time we practice Ashtanga Yoga until we can master them and learn more advanced ones. So if you practice every day, you'll see so much growth in your practice, and then you'll just see it spread to off the mat as well. So in Marichyasana A, sage posture, you're going to bend your right knee. Really fold that leg as much as you can. But you want a space between your foot and thigh about as wide as your hand. We're going to take the right shoulder to the inside of the knee and reach forward. Your goal is to hook your armpit on your shin. But if that's not possible, just do the best you can to wrap your right arm around your leg, wrap your left arm behind your back, and bind your hands. Or use a towel or a strap to help you reach. Flex your left foot and go ahead and work your chin to your shin as you push your right leg behind you. Breathing for 1, drishti's the toe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release your arms. You got it. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift the butt up, step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. Inhaling, come through to seated for the left side. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee. Take your left shoulder to the inside of your knee and reach forward. Hook your left armpit around your shin. Hook your right arm around your back. Clasp your hands and flex that right foot. Gaze to the right big toe. Breathing for 1. Yes, once you get into the pose, then all you have to do is breathe. Breathing for 2. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale, release. So that was Marichyasana A. There are 4 variations in the primary series, and today we're going to visit Marichyasana A, which we just did, and Marichyasana B, which we're going to do next. So take that vinyasa, cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position, straight legs. So if the half lotus postures were difficult for you, I'm going to show you a modification. Take your left foot into half lotus and bend your right knee as much as you can. So if you can only bend your knee this much and you got your left foot in half lotus, then stay there. If you can go deeper, really get that heel into the abdomen, nestling that left foot into your hip crease, and then bend your right knee as much as you can and drop your left knee. If this is as far as you can go, stay here. If you can go deeper, take your right shoulder to the inside of your right leg, wrapping that armpit around the leg, taking your left arm, wrap it behind the back, bind your hands. And if you can bind your hands, bow your head. So any of those positions up to this pose that you can do that I just showed you, take for 5 breaths, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release the arms and legs. Take a vinyasa for our last seated pose. Jump or step back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come through to seated, straight legs first. Take your right foot into that half lotus position and nestle that foot into the left hip crease. Bend your left knee as much as you can. Take your left shoulder inside of your knee. Reach your left arm around your back, around your leg. Reach your right arm around your back, binding your hands. Head moves towards the mat, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release. So last week we went to Marichyasana A. Today we go to Marichyasana B. And next Monday we'll go all the way through to Marichyasana C. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And inhale, come through to a seated position. And we're going to move into the closing postures. The first one is back bend or Urdhva Dhanurasana, back bend posture. And we're going to do it 3 times. So straight legs, roll on down to your back. I'll start with a bridge pose, which can be your first back bend variation. Bend your knees, bring your heels as close to your hips as you can. Bring your arms to your sides, tuck your shoulder blades up underneath your body. Ready? Inhale, lift the hips. Interlace your fingers underneath you and straighten your arms. If you want, go ahead, wiggle the elbows and arms together. Lift your chest, lift your chin. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower down. If that's as much as you can do, you're going to do 2 more of those while we work on full back bend. So for full back bend, you're going to place your hands by your shoulders, fingertips face down, elbows directly over the wrist, hands and feet stay as flat as possible. And on an inhale, press down and lift up. Deep breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, you can lower all the way down or lower to the crown of your head. Walk your hands in towards your feet. Last one, ready? Inhale, press down and lift up. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lower down slowly. Straighten your legs. And we're going to roll up to a seated position. Take a vinyasa and a forward fold. So cross, lift up. Step or jump back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And inhale, come through to a seated position. And straighten your legs. Now this is a much easier forward fold than the first Paschimottanasana that we did. So you're just gonna kind of round the back instead of trying to lengthen and flatten the lower back, and just reach for your feet. Bow your head. Let your head sink down towards your legs. 10 breaths. I'm not gonna count it. I'm just gonna let you take your breaths on your own. So slow. And then after your 10th breath, inhale, lift your head. Exhale, release, cross the legs. Inhale, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. And inhale, come through to seated. We're going to work on Salamba Sarvangasana, which is supported shoulder stand. It's really intense. There are 8 poses that go with shoulder stand. So we do shoulder stand for 8 breaths, and then we do all the other postures for 5. So I don't expect you to do all the postures with me, because if you put too much weight on your cervical spine, which is the little bones in your neck, you're going to do some damage. So I only want you to do what you can do that is supported by your shoulder blades and arms. And if you start to feel the weight being pushed into the neck and your neck is smushed up against the mat, come out of this pose and just work on what you can until you become stronger. And if you practice it regularly, eventually you will be strong enough to do all of these postures. It just takes time. So extend the arms and legs, slowly roll on down to your back. Now we want to just lift the legs. So we just lift straight up and then roll all the way up into the shoulder blades. Point the toes, try to align your hips and heels. Try not to bring the weight into the neck. Lift the chin. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, and 8. Now we're just going to hinge from the hips. We don't want the legs to come over the head into the neck. We want the hips to move back slightly, working the toenails to the mat. If you can, straighten your arms. If you need to support your body, go ahead. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend your knees, hug your ears with your knees, Karna Pidasana, ear pressure posture. The last one was Halasana, plow pose. This one is Karna Pidasana, ear pressure pose. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you're done, you can come out of this. Otherwise, I'm going to go back up into shoulder stand. And from here, we come to Urdhva Padmasana, which is upward lotus. Right comes into a half lotus, and then the left comes into a full lotus. If you can't do that, you can just come into cross-legged and support your back. Keep the weight in the elbows. If you have enough balance, go ahead and bring your hands to your knees. Breathing for 1. Creating like a tripod from the back of your head and the tops of your shoulders. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then finally, here in Pindasana, embryo pose, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Arms down, slowly lower. Try not to lift your head. And 2, from here, keeping the legs crossed or in Lotus Matsyasana, which is fish pose. So lower those legs, come to the crown of your head. If you can, if you don't need your elbows pressing into the mat, grab your feet, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And finally, extended foot posture. Release the legs, straight legs. Arms reach to the feet. Crown of the head is on the mat. 1. Breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo. And exhale, release. And you can slowly roll yourself up to a seated position. Let's take a vinyasa and we'll do the last 3 postures and then we'll take some rest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, come through to a seated position. So you can come into a cross-legged position. If you know Lotus posture, for this pose, we always take the right foot in first. In Ashtanga, we always put the right foot in first and then the left foot for our Lotus postures. But if you're practicing flexibility and trying to even out, you can switch the legs for other things. And then here, you can either sit in Lotus or cross-legged. Reach behind your back and grab your elbows. If you are in Lotus, go ahead. Take that right foot into your right hand. Reach around, try to take left foot first and then right foot grab. Best you can. And then exhale, fold forward. We're going to hold here for 10 breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, come up. Bring your thumb and index fingers together. Rest your back of your hands on your knees. Sit up tall. Yogi Mudrasana for 10 more breaths. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the last pose is Upluti. So I can't see you doing this, but I want you to try your best. And if you come down, you lift right back up. Ready? Press down into the hands, lift your knees, and then lean forward, lift your butt. 10 breaths. You can do it. Breathing for 1, 2, 3. Keep breathing. Lift up. 4. Be strong. 5. You can do it. 6, 7, 8. A little higher again. You can do it. 9. And 10. Good job, everybody. All right, we're going to do the closing mantra, and then you can take rest. So bring your hands to heart center. We'll do the Om together, and the rest you can repeat after me. Om. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha gobrahmanebhyaha shubhamastu nityam lokaha samastaha Sukhino bhavantu. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May prosperity be glorified. May rulers rule the world with law and justice. May divinity and profound knowledge be protected, and may all beings of this world be happy and free. Om, peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. May you all have a wonderful day, and may you have peace wherever you go. Make sure to take rest after this class. Drink a lot of water and enjoy the reverberations of a quiet mind. Namaste. Bye.